Where to first?
We could take care of any lingering business in the realms.
Or investigate those pieces of Asgard?
Either way, we're with you, brother.
Mimir, there's something I wanted to ask you about. Hildisvini told me about your visit to secure Hel's army, but was reluctant to elaborate when it came to negotiating with Hrasfelger.
Ah, yes. Well, I can see why he'd hold off on such a subject until he saw if we survived the battle.
Mimir, what exactly did you promise the large bird?
Oh, nothing too horrifying. It's just that she'd like to retire.
Retire? Hel's eagle wants to retire?
Indeed. And don't ask me what she expects to do with her free time. I assure you there is no reassuring answer.
Can she even do that? Not be Hel?
Apparently so. She just requires relief. Someone else to step in and become Hel, as it were.
Not exactly an office many would wish to occupy.
Aye. Terrible weather, infinite hours, and the possibility of unleashing terrible mischief on the realms if they're careless. Or worse, if they aren't completely trustworthy.
But if she were to leave without a replacement?
Complete chaos, yes.
Well, I'm sorry I asked.
Don't woof.
Woof.
Well, if there's more of these Asgard fragments out there, the Einherjar will continue to be a nuisance for the realms.
Only if we do nothing. The realms will never heal if they remain.
How many more?
Only one way to find out.
Bo mamy tak, mamy te wszystkie szczątki, mamy jeszcze 2 berserkerów do zabicia i mamy gnę.
Name. Tell a story, if you wish.
Am I preferable to silence at last? A rare day. I'm touched. But since you mention it, there has been one on my mind of late. It goes back to my earliest days, when I had little more to do than observe the mortals who passed through our forest. One summer, a local laird of renowned eccentricity chose to sequester himself with a small coterie of kinsmen and followers. The aim of their woodland retreat was to achieve enlightenment through study and discipline. They took oaths to brook no distractions until they became wise men. And we'll just stop there for now.
Freya, something is on your mind. What is it?
Freyr's sword. I'm glad he got it back.
Odin stole it?
Not quite. It couldn't be stolen. It had to be given freely. Freyr had it forged in his younger days, imbued with its own motives and passion. For centuries, he swore he would only ever set it down in death or upon meeting the love of his life. Both he and the sword were romantics, you see. I don't understand why they keep fighting. Can't they sense Odin is dead?
They are soldiers. They will always be loyal to him, alive or dead. It is a matter of honor.
Yes, they will continue to follow his orders and keep the realms under his thumb.
Not for long, they won't.
Pieski. Insane.
Returning to my story, the enlightenment-seeking laird and his followers swore oaths to forego such distractions as women and drink. Mostly women. As you can imagine, things deteriorated quickly. By autumn, tempers were frayed and wisdom remained in short supply. One day, I watched as the laird and his brother took their hunt. There they found, at the banks of a river, a lady as fair as any they'd left behind. She pleads for their assistance for fear the currents would carry her off if she tried to cross. The laird doesn't miss a beat. He hoists her onto his shoulders, carries her across, sets her down, doffs his cap, and fords back across to his brother, who is dumbfounded, can't even bring himself to speak. The day stretches on, the laird carries on hunting, and his brother quietly gnashes his teeth down to powder. Finally, the dam breaks. "Brother," he cries, "how could you do it after everything we've sacrificed? How could you break your vow like it was nothing, carrying that lass on your shoulders like you were a Shetland pony?" The laird just smiles. "Brother, I set that lass down across the river. 'Tis you that carries her still." Oh, I got a chuckle. A rare day indeed.
Women.
Freya, you spoke of your brother's sword. How did Odin acquire it?
I'll answer this one. Odin, disguised himself as the most beautiful person Freyr had ever seen.
This separated Freyr from his sword.
Oh, with embarrassing speed.
I am glad Freyr ultimately retrieved it.
Me too. My little fool.
I just had a thought. With Asgard destroyed, where will the Einherjar go?
Valhalla exists both inside and outside of Asgard. Who knows what became of it?
Aye. Suppose they'll have to find rest somewhere.
Freyr, when Hildisvini went to Helheim, how did he not freeze to death?
A perk of the Jofar.
The boar-shifting warriors of Vanaheim, as wise in statecraft as they are deadly on the battlefield.
So they may shift into whatever form they like.
Sure, so long as the only two shapes they'd like to shift into are human and boar.
I'm glad we can help these Einherjar on their way, even if they hate us for it.
They do not need to spend their afterlife serving a cruel god any longer.
Agreed.
Kratos, Kratos, taran, taran, taran. Kratos, Kratos. Pam, pam, param, pa, pa, pam, pam, wow. Pa, pa, pam, wow.
Sounded like Lady Sif managed to convince the old boar to shelter the Aesir refugees.
It was his idea
Oh?
to foster peace among the Vanir and Aesir.
That's brilliant. Shifty bastard must be trying to prove he can out-diplomat me.
At least he's not convincing her to marry someone, like some other diplomats would.
A deservedly low blow, Your Majesty.
Anytime.
Ow. Oh, fuck it. Ale to ładnie wygląda. For real. O! To ciekawe. Nope! To jest zajebiste w tej animacji. To jak Kratos bierze tę włócznię na dół, to ona się wygina. On ją tak mocno macha, że ona się wygina. I to jest zajebiste.
I look forward to exploring Alfheim and not having to fight elves.
Oh? What makes you think that's an option?
They've united, haven't they? What possible reason would they have to attack us?
Sorry to say, but there are still plenty of elves out in the Barrens eager for conflict.
But why? Freyr united them. They fought together at Ragnarok.
For those who have spent their lives in combat, peace is not always an option.
Wait a bloody moment. Is that?
Thor's hammer and his daughter.
I'll make you proud, Dad.
Well, good for her.
This is truly thankless work.
It must be done.
I'm sure the civilians we're protecting would thank us. Well, thank both of you. Me, they would just point at and scream.
The gravestone. Another berserker to fight.
Easy będzie.
Fioren Didianeres!
Nie, ja jestem zjebany, czat, wiecie? Ja jestem idiotą, generalnie. Zdarza mi się tak, że jestem naprawdę bardzo głupi. Ta gra jest łatwa.
This was the last, was it not? Only the king remains.
Aye, and if you thought his berserkers were tough, well, I've been thinking about what you said, brother. Maybe it's time to let this go. Slurping up a dead man's soul with this old sword isn't gonna change the past.
It is good to hear you say that. But I plan to face him regardless.
What? After all your lecturing on vengeance and spite?
It is not wise to let a malevolent spirit wander Midgard. But I needed to know you wanted this for the right reasons.
Huh. Appreciate the sentiment, brother.
Do you hear that? Someone's crying.
Sinmara,
Ah, Surtur's love. Should we try to tell her what happened?
She knows.
Hang on a minute. Is this a prison?
It would seem so.
Let's continue. Might be something useful inside. This place goes deep. We should head downward.
Ah, yes. I'm sure there's nothing especially dangerous at the bottom of an Asgardian prison.
Dwarf.
Recognize him, Mimir?
I do not, sadly. Of course, the Einherjar disappeared a fair few dwarven rebels during the occupation. I suspect this is one of them. That's an elf, but not a particularly high-ranking one. So what did Odin have to gain by imprisoning them?
I'd say information, but why keep them locked up afterward? Why not just kill them?
Why, that's the dwarven sound device Sindri used during the Battle of Ragnarok. We might still find use for it yet.
Freya! I can't believe it.
Wait, that can't be. Lord Tyr.
Is this an illusion?
No, brother. No, I think it's the real deal.
Mimir? Is that you, old friend?
In all the important ways, aye.
There was such a commotion. If Odin learns what you've done...
Odin is dead.
The realms are at last free of him. You're safe.
Odin's dead.
And Asgard fallen.
So the reign of the Aesir is truly over. That's quite a lot to take in. And you are?
His name is Kratos.
Kratos. I know that name.
Come. You need real shelter. Food.
No. No, what I need most now, I think, is to reflect on what you've told me. I need space, if you would grant me that.
Very well. Our home is in the realm between realms for the moment. You can find us there when you're ready.
Kratos. I know you from somewhere. I'm sure it will come back to me.
Until then. You believe that was truly him?
It's hard to trust anything after what we've been through. But with Odin gone, I have no cause to doubt it.
Our paths will cross again. Of that I'm sure.
Well, now we know what this prison's for. This is where Odin stashed those he would camouflage himself as.
Makes sense. If you're going to imitate someone, you wouldn't want them walking around.
Why not kill them?
He must need them alive in order to assume their form.
Aye. Odin likely wanted Tyr dead for a multitude of reasons. But he knew Tyr would be more useful alive.
Your god of war has truly returned. What now?
He'll want to stretch his legs, I imagine. Imprisonment stokes wanderlust. Not that I need to remind any of us of that.
Company's here, Fen.
Angerboda,
Kratos, Mimir, Freya. It's good to see you.
I wish to thank you for creating a path out of Asgard for us.
Aye. A true pleasure to meet the lassie who saved our skins.
Indeed. Your giant stuff magic is truly a marvel.
We were so glad we got there in time. Freya, your brother's sacrifice won't be forgotten.
It won't.
I will say, you've made quite the impression on our Atreus' heart.
Mimir,
Oh, like you weren't thinking it, brother.
Ahem. You're a cherished ally, Angerboda. I hope we cross paths again.
I imagine we will. There's lots to do, and I'm just getting started.
Dog.
boy.
Kratos, the last time you were here was because of Faye, right?
You saw this in prophecy.
Your son told me. It's a beautiful place to rest.
It is what she wished. You painted these shrines.
Some of them. Some I finished for my mother.
Your work is beautiful.
Your skill with a brush is unmatched, Angerboda.
My son. He draws.
He told me.
Although he'd do well to learn from your use of color.
We come from a long line of artisans, so he has it in him. He just needs some discipline to bring it out.
I like you.
We're heading back to Charlie?
Yes.
He's not going to be very happy with me.
No.
Charlie. I'm sorry, I have no excuse for neglecting you. I will do my best to earn it. I know, but I can't stay. There's still things I must do. Kratos, I should look for someone who can watch over him. Permanently.
Shotgun blast po prostu. Straight up. Takie zabawne.
Feel bad here. And even worse for the Midgardian refugees. Learning the god they indebted themselves to didn't kill them at all. Such profound betrayal.
Aye, their homes will not be the only thing they will be rebuilding. King Hrolf's gravestone. It's rebuilt. Guess there's only one thing left to do.
A no. Kurwa. Głupie wyszło. Nic nie szkodzi. Come on, to się dosłownie pode mną trespiło. Dosłownie. Literalnie. Byłem... Nie mogłeś tego zrobić szybciej. Nie mogłeś tego zrobić szybciej. 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 Benita Angeliana? A! Tak, zapomniałem, że to nie to. No, gdzie lecisz? Bycz? Bitch!
Thank you, brother. Still not sure if that was justice or vengeance.
The two are not always at odds.
What do you intend to do with Skofnung now?
I intend to use it.
No! Don't you understand the legacy that thing carries? Not to mention the souls of evil berserkers.
I will use it for good.
That won't erase its history.
No. But the story of this sword is still being written. Future generations will weigh its good deeds against the bad and decide for themselves.
You've come a long way from when I first met you, brother.
I have had good counsel since then, brother.
I believe that was the last stronghold of the Aesir.
So, Odin's oppressive ways have finally ended.
Are you satisfied?
Perhaps the realms may finally find peace and healing.
Traitor!
Gna! She's fierce. Attack only if you think we are ready.
Good! I'll see you pay for what you've done!
Nie pamiętam ich w ogóle. Może być problematyczne. No, 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 no. 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 Wszystkie te piary są ostatnio problematyczne, to prawda. Kurwa. No. O Boże, to będzie trudno. O. What? Co mnie tam zabiło? Co mnie tam... Nawet nie wiem, co mnie trafiło. Nie. I am not. Nie! Nie, kurwa! No! Doable. Uh-oh. To po prostu była fatalna. Jakby dajcie mi umrzeć, to była fatalna próba. Mami? It's so over. To jest do kur... Kurwa mać! Daj mi użyć, daj mi, daj mi umrzeć. Weź mnie po prostu, weź mnie. Kurwa mać! Go get him, Freya! Yo! Insane! But zrobię zrobiłem dodge'a. Zrobiłem tego dodge'a generalnie. Jakby gra tego nie widziała, chuj. Nie.
Good. Pay for what you've done. Asgard's blood! Kneel!
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
Yeah, no fucking shit, Mimir.
We've both been blinded by Odin! It doesn't have to end this way!
Asgard's blood!
Panikowałem. Panikowałem. My bad. MB.
Don't pay with your lives!
Your fight is with me!
Byłem pojebało.
Maiden fire! Asgard for Asgard! Submit! Submit!
Switching!
O kurwa. Easy first try, by the way.
You judge me. You, whose cowardice has left entire realms in ruin.
Sister, I know the hate that burns you from within. I have felt those flames, known the comfort of their warmth. I wronged you. And I cannot change that. Never apologize enough for it. But the hatred, vengeance, you have to let it go.
Finish it.
Yes, sister.
Freya, I'm sorry it came to that.
I gave her what she wanted.
So then, how's it feel being Queen of the Valkyries once more?
Queen. Why? There are no Valkyries left.
The Shield Maidens. Will you not lead them? Or rebuild?
Maybe. It would be the first time in a while I have something truly mine. We'll see.
Come here. I gotta tell you something.
What is wrong?
No, nothing. It's just, don't know if you've heard, but we're gonna say goodbye to Brock in Svartalfheim.
A funeral.
Yeah. We're meeting at Rab's Tavern in Nethervalir.
We will be there.
Profane alternate lyrics to my ballads. Absolutely disgusting. But now I wish I could remember some of them.
The paperwork that man created for me. I had to build a chest just for his violations. A big one.
I taught him 20 different ways to cold forge a bolster. Once, he taught me a slightly easier method of wire pulling, and from that day on called me his apprentice.
A true asshole he was. Gods, I'm gonna miss him.
Hi! Y'all made it. Just about to send him off.
I have met many on my travels. You are one of the few I would call friend.
I always thought you were one of the dumbest creatures I'd ever met. Didn't expect you to be the bravest, too.
This world is a darker place for your leaving it.
We're taking him to the Sverd Sands. It's, in the wetlands near the ferry. We'll wait for you there.
Damn it.
What is wrong?
I should have changed. Sewn some mourning garb. We're not dressed properly.
We're fine. The dwarves don't typically require formal wear at funerals.
Brock certainly would not.
Perhaps.
Phil, now you've got me thinking of what I might look like with some jewellery around my neck stump. Maybe some gold woven into my beard. That'd be quite fetching, eh?
Thanks for trying.
There they are, brother.
Oh, come on, surely he'll be along. It's his brother.
Let's hope so. Loss can do things to a man. You made it. We can begin.
I love you. Sindri. Blackbus.
A hole.
What?
Gets bigger the more you take away.
No. God of War Ragnarok, moi drodzy. Trochę nam to zajęło, ale udało nam się. Jasna cholera, jaka to jest dobra gra. Jest naprawdę, naprawdę dobra. Do dzisiaj to mogę spokojnie stwierdzić, że do dzisiaj to jest jedna z moich ulubionych gier i no... Santa Monica Studio ugotowali. Bardzo. Nie wiem, co wam mogę powiedzieć na zakończenie. Mam nadzieję, że też się dobrze bawiliście i że też wam się podobało i chociaż trochę się wczuliście w klimat. Zwłaszcza z odcinkami. Starałem się robić je trochę jakbyście oglądali sobie serial. Taki był mój zamiar. Te odcinki są znacznie dłuższe, a jest tam trochę mniej edytowania, takiego śmiesznego. W sensie dało się nadal kilka takich śmiesznych rzeczy tam włożyć, ale zdecydowanie chciałem, żeby one były troszeczkę mocniejsze w odczuciu. I chyba tyle. Przynajmniej z Ragnarok, z podstawki, bo mamy jeszcze Valhallę do przejścia, za którą też się zabierzemy. Ale to jeszcze trochę do tego. Bo dopiero jakoś w przyszłym tygodniu, na koniec pewnie się to zabierzemy. Dzięki wielkie, że oglądaliście. A jeżeli dotrwaliście aż tutaj, to planuję i gratuluję. Ada, czy chcesz coś powiedzieć na koniec? Ada teraz wyzywa Stream Elements. Mówi, cytuję. Dzięki, już pisałam dużo, zostawcie sub i łapkę w górę, to będę miała z tego kaprisum. Dzięks, to prawda, Ada będzie miała z tego kaprisum. No, dzięki wielkie, że wpadliście na God of War'a i trzymajcie się ciepło, do usłyszenia przy następnej grze.